Hey there, I'm a traditional country singer. I'm on a mission to bring true country music back in style.
My life is just another country song, another somebody done somebody wrong. Well, you know why I'm singing the blues. If you walked a mile in my shoes, whoa, poor pitiful me. I wish it was all let make believe. So turn it up when you turn it on. My life is just another country song.
So one day we were just going live and we went to push the live button and it popped up and said enable stars, and I didn't know what that was, and I clicked it to see what would happen and it said enable, and I was like, I don't know what that is, but okay. And then we pushed the live button, and then all of a sudden when you're singing, people start sending these stars to you. And it's kind of grown and grown, and we were very vocal in the beginning about these shows are free. They're always gonna be free. We're never gonna charge for the Friday Night Live. The purpose in starting it was to give people an outlet to cope with a rough thing that was going on in the world, and that's not changed. Whereas it's getting better, and it's not as prominent now. COVID's not as bad as it was when we started this. There's other problems. Everybody has things in their life, and that's the purpose in the Friday Night Lives.
Well, I think you can back up even more, because I didn't really understand the stars at first. I thought it was just something to, like your fan badge for being a top fan on the page. I thought it was just something for fans to be able to say, hey, I gave him this many stars, just to try and, give me accolades. I didn't realize it was something that you had to pay for at first. And the Friday Night Lives are 100% free. And I'll always do that. And anytime we have, if it's supposed to be a free show, it's going to be free. But I mean, if people, sending thousands and thousands of stars, I feel obligated at that point that I need to do more songs, because you're paying me to sing, and that means the world to me. I don't know how to put that any other way than that, but it will always be free. And then if we get stars, that's why I'll do extra songs. It's not one of those things where it says, okay, if I get this many stars, then I'll do some extra songs. I just feel bad because I'm not asking anybody to pay me. That's not what those shows are for. They're for anybody to get on there and listen to some good country music.
Yeah, but I feel the same way about if they send like 1,000 stars or more, that's like $10. I feel almost like obligated that you should do another song, because you go to Broadway and you go in those bars, and those singers on the stage, they're like, if you drop a 10 or a 20 in the bucket, I'll sing a request for you.
Yeah.
But I definitely don't want anybody to ever feel like obligated to have to do it.
Yeah, no, it never.
It's more of a reverse obligation. If you do it, we feel obligated.
Right.
But you shouldn't feel obligated to send them, because these shows, we've said it from the beginning, we've not changed our stance on it. They're free forever, always.
Yep.
And if we're ever going to expect money for it, we'll charge a ticket up front.
Yeah, I mean, we'll do a virtual show.
Yeah.
It's a paid live event that we, it will be different than the Friday Night Lives, because the Friday Night Lives are just a casual get together. I mean, it's just
it's a party.
It's a party. It's not supposed to cost you to go to it. So
yeah, party at the Heron's house every Friday night.
yeah.
For me, some of the best things that's happened to us over the past year has been the stories that we get to read, the private messages that people send, or the fan mail that we get where they tell us about how a specific song that you have sung, how that affected their lives or what it made them think of. It's just been a phenomenal experience for me. We had a fan call and talk to us on the phone that told us basically that listening to your version of the dance kept her from committing suicide. And
that's pretty powerful.
It's so powerful. We've had people send us messages telling us that they're going through cancer, and that your story inspires them to fight. We've had people, the coolest one is you sang Austin by Blake Shelton, and a fan reached out and said, this speaks to me so much. I'm still in love with my ex-boyfriend, and I just, I want the courage to call him, and then she did, and now they're back together and so in love, and the stories just are so awesome to me.
They are to me as well. I mean, when you told me about that person saying that I saved them from suicide, I mean, that was like super powerful to me, because I feel like music saved my life when I had cancer. So I can empathize with that, and it was just that moment where I said, well, then I got to keep going. I got to keep doing this. Then I can't stop. I've got to keep doing this. I got to keep. There's got to be more people out there that need that, and this person obviously needs this more than I could ever understand at this point. And so I love these stories as well. I mean, I love, that story that you said something about, them getting back together. I mean, I don't know how I did that for them. I don't take credit for that. I think that was divine intervention. I think maybe just hearing my voice in that moment, and hearing that specific song may have been something, but I can't take credit for that. I don't have that much power.
But I think you do, and I think you don't give yourself enough credit for. I've had so many people tell me, I can't count on all the appendages that I have, how many people have reached out to me and said, I don't know what it is about Matt, but something about the way Matt sings moves me emotionally, and I can hear the same song by the original artist, and it doesn't even affect me the same way as when Matt sings it. And I think that's what you do. You make people laugh, you make people cry, you make people think when you sing, and it's probably because you won't sing a song unless it moves you emotionally. So you take that emotion that you feel and you convey it through your voice, and it affects people. And I don't know specifically what that must feel like, but I can tell you, as someone who's always wanted to be an inspiration to people, I think that that's going to be like the most awesome feeling ever, to know that you help people that way. You help them cope with everything. People have suffered so many losses. They've lost people that they love, and they've told me that the only way that they got through it was listening to you sing. There's been people that have had COVID who have said that the only thing that got them through being that sick and overcoming it was listening to you sing. So you have a great impact on people. And the stories are, to me, the most amazing
I agree.
part of this.
And I love getting the fan mail with stories, and I guess we've probably gotten maybe 30 or 40 different pieces of fan mail at this point, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it is a lot. I mean, some of these things are 2 and 3 pages long.
Yeah, sometimes they
they write a book explaining just how much my music and me singing means to them, and that's the kind of stuff that makes me keep pushing along. I just love it.
And we get a lot of comments on the page too, and even though we don't always respond to them because there's so many and we're so busy that at this point we just can't respond to every single one of them, but we read them, and some of the comments even are just tearjerkers.
Yeah.
I love it. Don't ever stop commenting or sending those messages or sending the mail, because y'all don't know how much that
keeps us
going.
Yeah, it keeps us motivated.
Yeah.
Keeps us motivated to keep doing things for you guys that mean something, because I don't ever want to do anything that doesn't have purpose. So. I've had some fans that have asked me if I'm 100% anti-label, like don't want to sign with the label, and it's not that I'm anti-label. It's just that I don't want. This probably comes back to me being a very independent person. But I don't want anybody telling me what I can and cannot do when it comes to making music. At this point, for sure. If RCA or some big label called me and said, "Hey, we're going to give you 100% full artistic leeway. You can do you can sing what you want. You can license the songs you want. You can do whatever you want. We'll pay for all that. You can dress how you want. You can talk how you want. You can do what you want." I probably would sign, because I do feel like it would make things a little bit easier to have a bigger team helping. Not that we've not done some great stuff, but I do believe that a bigger team would help. Definitely take some of the weight off of her shoulders, of being everything at this point. I wouldn't want the label to try and change me from who I am. And if I signed that away, that would be, for me, if I didn't retain that opportunity to be who I am, that would be like signing a deal with the devil, and money's just not worth it. I mean, and fame's not worth it. I mean, if I've said this before, but even if I stay where I've got 30,000 fans, and that's where I end my career at, is 35,000 fans, I'm okay with that. I mean, that's 35,000 people that love to hear me sing and that support me wholeheartedly and unconditionally. And I mean,
it's enough.
That's amazing. Yeah, it's plenty. I don't need worldwide fame. Am I going to turn it down? No. I mean, I'd love to be on stage and sing for 75,000 people in an arena. Don't get me wrong. But if that never happens, I'll be 100% content with who I am at this point. And I think that signing with the label could change that, if I didn't retain those independent feelings. And so it's not that I'm not anti-label per se. I wouldn't want to sign with a label that would tell me, "You're too country, you're too traditional, you're too this, you're too that." I don't want them labeling me as something. We basically got knocked in the head with how expensive it is to go and record.
So we decided, what do you need a label for? Right?
That's exactly what I said to myself. I said, "Self, why you need a label anyway?
Because we got y'all.
We got the Matt Pack."
You probably had a lot more issues with the crowdfund than I did, because you basically ran the whole thing and kind of developed it and pushed it. And I know I didn't make it easy on you.
I wish it was all that make believe. So turn it up when you turn it on. My life is just another country song. So turn it up when you turn it on. My life is just another country